everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today in a Porsche 718 Boxster S. I really like the spec on this. This is a night blue metallic with espresso cognac interior. It's just a very classy looking spec for the 718 Boxster S. I'm really excited. It's the first time I've ever driven a Boxster. I've always liked them, the way they look, the way they sounded, but today I get to actually see what it's like driving on normal roads, a Boxster S. So I'm really excited about this. I really like the layout, the design, very miniature 911 feel. Decided to take the top off today just to feel. It's not raining, just wanted to feel what it's like in a Boxster S. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this thing up. That's a nice sound. All right, so here we go. So this is the 718 Boxster S. It is powered by a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder or flat 4 engine. Produces 350 horsepower. And I believe around 309 pound-feet of torque. I may be wrong. Correct me in the comments down below if I am. But it's not meant to be a track weapon like the higher 911s. It's not. It's made to be just a daily cruiser, something you get to enjoy, go out to brunch, have fun. Maybe it's not even a commuter car. It's more of just one of those fun vehicles that you get to have to kind of take for a spin and have some fun. Sorry, kind of loud there around my tractor, but all right. It's got a lot of pull, it's got a lot of power, and it sounds really good for it not to be a 6-cylinder. It's a very powerful 4-cylinder car, but I'm really enjoying this drive. I've driven it a little bit. You feel very planted, but not uncomfortably planted. Like, you feel very planted to the ground, but it's still a comfortable feel. Like, it's still a softer suspension feel, even though you're planted. So which makes it a very fun all the time road car, all the time sports car, because you're not necessarily tracking it, but you do want to have a little bit. You want to have a hint of that sporty feel, and that is what they're giving you here. They're giving you a hint of that sporty feel without it feeling too lofty and too much roll in the suspension. So I really like that about it. A big question about this car is, like, a lot of people in the enthusiast world, they say, oh, the Boxster or the Cayman are the entry-level Porsche. If you're a Porsche enthusiast and you want to one day own a 911, the Boxster or the Cayman are the entry-level Porsche. Now, I honestly would have to say I would agree, but it also depends on what kind of thing you want, because this right here, right now, this car is around $70,000, and if you're looking to spend $70,000, there are 911s that are on that price range, like 991.1. I've seen a couple cabriolets for that price, even a couple ones older than that, if you really want a 911. So it's really, if you're interested in a GT car, like if you want a Porsche GT3 or a GT3 RS, you're better off probably trying to get either a lower 911 or an older GTS or GT4 of a Cayman. And so that would be my say. If you just want a 911 but you want something new, I would say, okay, this right here is probably a good option as an entry-level Porsche. You still get the Porsche feel without necessarily shelling out all that extra money. It is an entry-level Porsche, but it also depends on what is your ultimate goal Porsche, because that will make the biggest difference, in my opinion. Is it an entry-level Porsche? Yes. Is it the entry-level Porsche? I'm not sure. It would depend on what the goal Porsche is, at least in my opinion. So I would still recommend this car to anyone trying to get it. This is still an amazing car. Absolutely incredible car. And it is just what you expect it to be too. It's not over the top, and it's not held back. It's just how you expect it. It's got good power, which I expected because it's a Porsche. But it's interesting to see how Porsche really makes flat 4 engine, a 4-cylinder engine, produce power like this. It's pretty remarkable. I think this is an incredible, all the time cruising vehicle. You could take this through the mountains and have fun with this as well. You would want a flat 6 to have a better sound for a car. It's still dull, the sound. There's not really much sound, especially with all the wind. There isn't much sound that's coming from. You don't really hear the upshifts and the downshifts that much. You hear them, you do hear them, you just don't hear them that much. Especially the downshifts, which people really like to hear on the flat 6 or a V8 or any of the other higher performance engines. You don't really hear that on this, which it's to be expected. You don't expect GT product downshifts on a 4-cylinder. But once again, Porsche designs their cars for the driver, people who want to drive them and enjoy them. That's what Porsche designs their cars for. And I have to say, once again, it's what they did with this. And they've been successful at that with all of their products. And they've been able to do that time and time again, staying above the curve to keep their fan base and their enthusiasts happy with the products that they are producing. You do get to the speed limit fairly quickly in this, but oh, this is what I call a joyride. The only thing that could make this better, slightly more power and a slightly louder, more enthusiastic exhaust. All right, we're coming to a stop here. Brakes are amazing, I have to say that. Porsche never fails to amaze me with the braking system. Hop it into manual mode here. So we hop this into manual mode. Oh. It is fun. That's a very, very responsive manual mode for a PDK gear, for this PDK gearbox here. The shifting, the paddle shifters, very, very, very in sync. So do I recommend the Boxster S as your first Porsche? Yes, I would. Is it an entry-level Porsche? Yes, it's an entry-level Porsche. Is it the entry-level Porsche? I don't think so. It really depends on what the goal is. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm having an absolute blast, as you can tell. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are interested in this car, it is actually for sale right now at Porsche Flemington. Big shout out to Porsche Flemington for lending me this vehicle to come out and have a blast and bring this experience to you guys and talk about whether or not this is an entry-level Porsche. So, big shout out to Porsche Flemington. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.